Today we are talking about geopolitical tensions in Taiwan Strait, and we are going to navigate its ripple effects on the global technology supply chains. So what is happening? There is a rising risk of conflict over geopolitical tensions in Taiwan Strait that could intensify the potential for a direct China-US military confrontation. China's territorial claims and possibility of military operations add an extra value of vulnerability to Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, TSMC, which is one of the largest and leading production company of semiconductors in Taiwan. With the recent strategic move of the company, including its involvement with the USA in the Chip War Alliance, this has raised concerns in China such as strategic alliance, technology transfer, and economic implications that could challenge China's interest. The global advanced chips supply chain is already at a vulnerable position, which initiates from Taiwan. So it faces 70 border crossings, 50 plus checkpoints, and 65% controlled by one region. This could risk disruptions through natural disasters, infrastructure failures, and geopolitical tensions. So why does it matter? Taiwan becomes a crucial element in the China-US competition, especially in the semiconductor industry, and it has a control over 90% of the global production capacity for advanced chips, and 66% share of the chip foundry market for the global revenue it generates. The 5G and other technological advancements are heavily dependent on this. Moreover, China strives for semiconductor self-sufficiency in its plan Made in China 2025, and it wants to target around 70% of the domestic chip production. But so far, it's been facing drastic challenges as only 6% of the 2020 semiconductors used in Chinese phones were domestically produced. Moreover, there are manufacturing international corporations that lack competition in China, and this could potentially result in sanctions on specialized equipment exports to the US and other countries. On the other hand, US in direct competition with China also offering incentives for semiconductor manufacturing companies such as TSMC in Taiwan to relocate to USA. And it is driven by the goal to compete China in the industry. However, it is still facing a global semiconductor manufacturing share decline, which was 37% in 1990 and only got to 12% in February 2021. Semiconductor is frequently defined as the oil of the future, which is important for diversifying technologies such as computing, healthcare, self-driving vehicles, and the shortage from the recent COVID-19 related disruptions in the supply chain has further escalated the demand for these computer chips. It is said that the conflict in the area may disrupt a major economic global impact, which could cause supply chain disruptions, industry-wide slowdowns, and it is said that a complete invasion of Taiwan by China could reduce global economic output by 2.8%. So what is the business issue in this? As Taiwan plays a crucial role in semiconductor manufacturing and supplying around the globe, it could impact the global economic impact, with disrupting trade, investments, and financial markets, as it could escalate conflicts between China and USA even further. As we've already seen that the supply chain disruptions are already visible, and relying on the semiconductor components may face shortages leading to production delays and increased cost. Since the technology sector is heavily dependent on it, companies operating in 5G, AI, and autonomous vehicles could majorly face challenges in their production and maintaining technological ascendances. Global trade and diplomatic relations could also impact, which could result in trade agreements and alliances being negatively impacting in this. So concluding the presentation, as we saw that escalating conflicts risk threat to the global supply chain, particularly due to the China, USA, and Taiwan dynamics. Advanced chip supplies chain vulnerabilities further intensify, exposing the risks for various disruption industries and highly technological industries. TSMC is also a key player in this, and its strategic moves has further raised the concerns around China as it further intensifies in the global tech supply. So my recommendation would be adopting diplomatic dialogues to mitigate the intentions to secure a stability in the semiconductor supply chain. Thank you for your attention.